Today, Ellie, right here, Momo, and I are going to share with you some tips and tricks to make your tiny home more friendly for your fur babies. Now, I have two dogs, and they are considered big breeds, or large breeds. So, Ellie is a lab, and she weighs about 80 pounds. And then Momo is a collie. He's my grumpy old man over there, and he weighs about 55 pounds. Probably more than that because we shouldn't be feeding him so much treats, but whatever. Anyways, Ellie dressed up for you today because she's going to give a quick tour of some of her favorite pieces in the tiny house that help make her life better. And no, it doesn't include food. All right, so first we're going to start in this room. This room is really our multi-purpose room. It's also where they sleep at night. So they actually have these little mat Tempur-Pedic beds that are being washed today. Otherwise, I'd show you. And they sit under the couch during the day. So they're completely out of the way and we don't have to worry about tripping on them or anything. But then over here in this room, it was important for us to figure out a way how to block the dogs off when we were cooking or when we were sitting down to eat meals around the table, because my dogs are fantastic dogs, but they are also beggars. So what we did is we installed this retractable baby gate, and it's pretty nifty. So it can stay open, but when we want to, we just pull it closed like that, and then the dogs are trapped in the multi-purpose room that we have on the first floor. So this keeps them safe when we have the front door open, or keeps them from getting under our feet when we're cooking in the kitchen, and it also keeps them contained at night when we're asleep. So first thing is the retractable baby gate. I highly recommend it for pet owners in a tiny home. The next thing I want to show you, with just a little bit of a pre-warning here that it has been so rainy in our area, so it's a little muddy, but hey, 'tis the life when you have dogs, is the dog door. And we had this dog door built for us and included in the original design. So with big dogs, I wanted them to have the freedom to go in and out as they needed to. And this has worked great. We actually keep our table over it, our fold-out table. So it's not dead space. They can go under the table and go outside or come in. And then in the backyard, we fenced off an area. And they have all that space that they can run around in, which was important for me because they're big dogs, they need exercise, and I wanted them to have the freedom. Okay, with dogs comes bowls, right? You have their food bowls, you have their water bowls, and when they're big dogs, they're big food bowls and they're big water bowls. So what do you do with those? We dedicated under the couch space for those. So when it's time to feed the dogs, we pull it out, and then when they're done, they go back under. So I'll show you that real fast, if Ellie lets me. Oh, she knows what that is. So there's her bowl, and she's like, no, you're supposed to put food in that for me, Mom. And then when she's done, it goes back under there. Okay, so what about the water bowl? So for the water bowl, we went ahead and keep it in the shower. And this is great because as a lab owner, they drip, and why not let them drip in the shower rather than everywhere else? So by keeping the water bowl in the shower, it helps to keep our area a little bit cleaner and drier. And for their food, we have it stored right down here. We keep it here, and we can get to it. There's our medicine that we have for Momo, and then it slides right back in. So that's for the food and water. And finally, I wanted to show you their little cubby we have here by the front door. And this is something that we put in just like we have shoe storage for us over here in this basket. I wanted to have a place for them to store their leashes, their harnesses, some of their toys, right? So that it was easily accessible, but not in the way, not strewn about on the floor. So that is our home tour of how we made this tiny home more dog friendly. And it has been awesome going tiny with them. They had like 0 adjustment period. I don't think they cared either way. But by planning ahead, we were really able to keep everything organized and make it a better experience for them and us. So I highly recommend going tiny with your fur babies. It is a very rewarding experience for not only you, but can be a very rewarding experience for them too. Okay? Post below if you have any questions or if you have any further ideas. I'd love to hear other ideas too. Is that good? Did we do good? I think she agrees we did good.